Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. So JP Morgan is buying First Republic Bank. I want to go through some of the details with you guys, and let's just jump right in. So headlines: First Republic Bank becomes second largest ever U.S. bank failure. And again, you heard that correctly. First Republic is the second largest ever U.S. bank failure. The FDIC made the announcement that JP Morgan is going to be buying this thing. And another headline here, right? JP Morgan acquired failed regional bank First Republic. Another headline: First Republic Bank is seized, sold to JP Morgan, and second largest U.S. bank failure. One of the things that was going on over the weekend, they were trying to do a deal. PNC was in there as well. Evidently, JP Morgan, had the best offer or / terms. The other thing too that was a bit strange about this is that it was supposed to be resolved Sunday, but they basically, working up till now, basically Monday morning before markets open in the U.S. They wanted to get a deal before markets open in Asia, but it wasn't quite the case. Perfectly frank, the markets are not quite yet freaking out. I thought maybe they would, but they're not. What they're trying to do at the moment is everything I've been reading is try to keep everybody calm. But this is crazy. It's another bank failure. Here's some more of the details. So JP Morgan is going to assume all of First Republic's $92 billion in deposits. Okay, so JP Morgan is going to take that. And that includes both the insured and uninsured. So it's $92 billion in deposits. It's buying most of the bank's assets, including $173 billion in loans and $30 billion in securities. So I just want to make sure you have these numbers right. $92 billion in deposits. There's $173 billion in loans, $30 billion in securities. So what's a few billion among friends? It's a lot of money. And then more details here. So as part of the agreement, the FDIC or Federal Deposit Insurance Corp. Will share losses with JP Morgan on First Republic's loans. The agency estimated that the insurance fund would take a hit of $13 billion in the deal. Okay, so that's $13 billion. That's FDIC is going to take a hit, and then also there's more. JP Morgan also said it will receive $50 billion in financing from the FDIC. My understanding that is a 5-year deal. I didn't get the exact details of it. I haven't seen anywhere who's released it, but that's just my understanding. $50 billion financing, and then the FDIC will take a hit at $13 billion. Also, too, I was trying to figure out, okay, so how much money does the FDIC have total, right? That's a natural question, right? So there's a headline: FDIC may need to do some juggling to pay off depositors. So here this is saying this. So this is came out. I think this is like the end of 2022. The FDIC has around 120 billion or so, or in that range. So 13 billion of that, it's like a pretty sizable hit. Was at around 10%, something like that. Also, too, I was looking at this, for your information. So total amount of bank deposits in USA is 17 trillion. 7 trillion of it is are not insured by the FDIC. So that means 10 trillion is insured, 7 trillion not insured. But again, a lot of this stuff is all based on, we all trust that the bank system is going to work, so we keep our money in there. And again, they're trying not to panic anyone. So that's why I'm just showing you guys numbers. They've got money, people have money, but it's all based on trust. The other thing is, too, the FDIC, in terms of, regulatory requirements, they have this sort of legal requirement of, ratio to deposits. We're a little bit under that, what the FDIC has compared to, total deposits in the USA, so around 1%, something of this nature. But I don't see any panic, and I'm telling you guys the truth. I don't see where like regular people even know what's going on. So that's kind of interesting. And I keep saying I'm surprised the markets aren't freaking out, because if you take a look at like the list of, bank failures in the USA, go back to, 2008, the largest in U.S. history. At the time, Washington Mutual had $307 billion in deposits. I myself lost money on that one. I always talk about Washington Mutual. And then take a look at, First Republic, Silicon Valley Signature Bank. This is all now 2023, right? So 3 out of the top 4 biggest bank failures in U.S. history are this year. So it's interesting. No one's panicking as of yet. Who knows? I'm just giving you guys facts. Now, here's a difference, though, between First Republic and then the other two. So this is saying here, this is coming from The Hill, and this was just yesterday. So 68% of First Republic's deposits are uninsured, okay? 68% of First Republic deposits are uninsured. And then this is less than Silicon Valley, which had a 94% uninsured, and then Signature Bank was 90% uninsured deposits. So it's a very different situation. My understanding, everything I've read, just to throw this out there, I'm pretty sure the First Republic banks are going to be open on Monday, and then they're saying that you can go get your money if you want it. They're not emphasizing that because, again, they don't want to cause a panic, right? I mean, it's not like something you want to broadcast. Hey, everyone, go get your money. They're not saying that. So evidently, though, they're saying you can go get it if you want it. The market, though, is basically saying that I think First Republic is just going to go to zero. I think that's how that works because we're in a receivership. So it's trading at $1.90 as a recording. That's down 45% in the free market. It's funny, I laugh because we talked about this scenario, how the way percentages work, you can go down, 50% every day because, for example, you start at 100, 50% is 50, 50% again is what, 25, 50%, 12, 50%, 6. Then you go, 3? And now we're like there, the 1.5, basically. So we'll see if they, I was surprised they didn't halt trading, to be really frank. So I have no idea. If you're short on that, if you just hold it while it's frozen, I'd be curious if anyone is short on First Republic. And there's probably going to be an announcement, I mentioned this before, next year that there is some, major hedge fund, and they're not going to say so, but they must have either saw some in the data or had some inside info to short this thing. So we'll see. But if you're going to go long on this, your chances are you're going to get wiped out. I'm just being real with you guys. I'm sure you already know that, but that's it. That's the risk you take when you take that kind of risky bet, which you should have known that was really risky. JP Morgan at the moment is up in the pre-market. So this is on the year, up, 14-ish%, another 3% in the pre-market as of now. But we'll see. And then the other natural question would be, what's Bitcoin doing? Because are people freaking out that our, banking system is going to fail and therefore buy crypto? Well, Bitcoin is currently trading at 28.5. So you guys can see that there. I'm not a Bitcoin bull by any stretch of imagination, but I'm just sharing some information with you guys. Also, too, this is a quote from JP Diamond. JP Diamond. JP Morgan, the CEO, Jamie Dimon. He's a quote here. Our government invited us and others to step up, and we did, right? That's coming from the CEO. Our financial strength, capabilities, business model allowed us to develop a bid to execute the transaction in a way to minimize cost to the deposit insurance fund. Okay, so that's what he's saying here. There's 84 branches of First Republic. I mentioned you guys are all going to be open. So that's the idea. What else we got here? Let's see. Yeah, I told you guys about the deposits. This is where I mentioned the 5-year fixed rate term financing, but no idea. That was the $50 billion of financing from the FDIC, but no idea on like the exact terms other than what this says here. Moreover, this is a quote from the FDIC. We should acknowledge that bank failures are inevitable in a dynamic and innovative financial system. I mean, that's what they're saying. They're saying, you know what, that they're going to happen. It's inevitable. This is from the FDIC. We should plan for those failures by focusing on strong capital requirements and effective resolution framework as our best hope for eventually ending our country's bailout culture that privatizes gains while socializing losses. And that's coming from the FDIC in a statement. So they're even using that phrase, privatize gains, socialize losses. That's a kind of popular phrase that people use. And then this is coming from First Republic, just a statement. First Republic has built a strong reputation for serving clients with integrity and exceptional service. We look forward to welcoming First Republic employees. Now, my understanding is that 25% of First Republic employees will be laid off. That's my understanding. If you guys have a different understand that, please let me know. And if anyone works at First Republic, I'd love to hear what's sort of going on there. The other thing is too is like after the deal, this is saying here that like the JP Morgan's capital to equity is going to be around 13%, 13.5%. Is what it says there. Also, too, First Republic, yeah, this is the part where it's been seized. And, you guys, I'm trying to just grab all the information that I possibly can and get it to you as quickly as possible. So this is also guaranteeing, or not guaranteeing, but just saying that they should have enough money for everyone. Then this was an interesting one, and I didn't have a chance to actually check the percentages, but I'm just going to assume they're roughly correct. So this is coming from the COBIC letter. And they're saying the top 15 banks in the USA control 75% of deposits in USA, right? So basically the consolidation of big banks keeps, getting bigger and bigger, right? So bigger banks are controlling more and more of everyone's money. And the percentage-wise, JP Morgan is, roughly 16% of all deposits. Bank of America, 14, 15%. Wells Fargo at 10, 11, something like that. Citibank at 5.8, the U.S. Bank at 3.4, Truist, PNC, TD, Charles Schwab, we talk about a lot on this channel, 2.7, and Capital One 2.6. To give you guys a general sense of the size of JP Morgan compared to everyone else. Now, these numbers are a bit outdated, but I just wanted to give you an idea of the general, size reference. So JP Morgan is way up here, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, right? So JP Morgan is by far the biggest bank in the U.S. And then after Citibank, you get down to like U.S. Bank, and they're much smaller. You guys can see it for yourself. And then First Republic was right around here. I think it was like the 12th largest bank. I think that was the number that was being thrown around. Here it's saying 14th. Yeah, it's in that range though. It's a sizable bank. First Republic was one of our 15th biggest banks. So this is a major thing. And to point out again, 3 of the last 4 of our biggest failures in history were this year. And that's all I have to say. So love to hear your thoughts on any one of these things. I'm trying to give you information as fast and accurate as I can. I have to go to work at the radio station today, so I probably won't be able to come back out and do a video until much later. And by then there might be more details and stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure that this will be the talk of the town all week. And then also too, we have the Fed announcement of whether or not they're going to raise interest rates. And then again, the sort of rumor mill is a 25 basis point rate hike. But we'll see what happens because again, this is a big news. So please share your thoughts on this one. Does this change? Or state, anything about your opinion of the whole system. What do you think about the market? And that's it. So thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.